it's a major 7 arpeggio built from the third of the 2 chord. So F sharp minor 7 in this case. You go up a third, and that's your major 7 arpeggio. So in this case, it's an A, right? That's the major 7 arpeggio you use over that minor chord. So it doesn't matter what minor chord, it could be a F minor down here. So we go up a third, A flat. Okay, A flat major 7. So we go. Okay, in this case, F sharp minor 7. So we go. And that's the major 7, right, of the A. If we would think of it as a major 7. That flat, you flat that a half note over the 5 chord, right? And now over the 5 chord, you have this flat 13, right? And there you go, which is the third of B. And then you go, you land on the 9, right? So it becomes this melodic phrase, which is just that. That's why that's kind of me showing you why major 7 arpeggio is like ingrained in the music, because when you hear this, you can hear that that's jazz and that's melodic and that's part of the language. So it's a good idea to practice the major 7 arpeggio like this, right? Because then you get the whole spectrum of it. You get the whole guitar. So when you sit like that, you can be like... You do the different combinations. Get friends with it, the major 7 arpeggio. It's gonna be a very good thing, because imagine you have the whole like spectrum of the major 7 arpeggio, which is just, and then again, and then again. Then you can play this phrase. You can play that anywhere, or you can play it here. Right? You want to have that flexibility when you improvise. When improvising, we want to be completely free playing the phrases we hear everywhere on the guitar. So we don't want to have this kind of, oh, I'm gonna do that phrase which I hear, but I can only play it down here. We don't want to have that kind of. We want to play it wherever we are, right? So. So you can do it here. So that means you can do it here. So my recommendation, which I actually just came up with an exercise right now before you guys joined. The exercise is to play in the circle of fourths like this. And you can. Something like that, and then you switch so you can start here. So that then you get the whole kind of, if you make this a habit, then you have the major 7 arpeggio, like you have the feeling of it through all string sets. You get. start on G. Actually, let's do A because it's in the middle of the guitar. And then you go. So that's. So you get that kind of approach note, right? The reason why it's good is because you get major 7 arpeggio from the E, low E. You get it from the low, from the A, from the D, from the G, from the B, from the E, right? So you get it from all the string sets. So that's a good thing because it kind of sounds good for the ear too, right? It's good for your technique too, right? So you get. And then you can kind of. This is a really good warm-up exercise, I think. And you can do all sorts of stuff with it. You can kind of. And then maybe you can go down. Actually, what was I thinking? You can do all sorts of stuff with it. The important thing is to also know every arpeggio when you play them. So when I play a G major 7, C major 7, F major 7, B flat major 7, aka G minor 7, right? Because that's a G minor 9. So B flat major 7. It also works amazing over G minor 7. You hear it? You see what I'm doing? I'm playing that major 7 arpeggio. That's what makes it sound jazzy, right? So it's, you see? B flat major 7 arpeggio over G minor. So if it's a 2-5-1 in F, because when it's a 2-5-1 in F, it starts on G minor, right? So you know. You know that phrase, right? Now you don't even have to think about the chord tones. You just know. You just know that works. That's how improvising will be in the moment. You're not gonna think about, okay, I'm gonna do the flat 13 of that C7. You're just gonna know that